Hello Snowrunners, welcome back to episode 8 of Hard Rope Mode Made Easy. I goofed a little bit back in episode 7, so I'm going to go this flatbed trailer that I left at the farm. I should have brought with me into town. So I'm going to go back and get it, head back to town. I'm backtracking a little bit, but I'm resetting back to where I should be. Once I get this into town, I'm gonna take the GMC back to town storage, and we're gonna reconfigure the loads on both of these trucks. Actually, I'm gonna leave the steel beams on this one, but I'm gonna reload that flatbed behind the GMC on this trip. It's gonna be a long trip, but we're going to repair the fallen power lines right over here to the left. We're going to repair the mountain bridge, and we're going to clear the rock slide that's farther. So we're going to completely open up this road to the left. But I messed up a little bit, so I got to get the trucks and trailers back to town storage so I can reconfigure the loads for it. Won't take too long, but it's just a little bit of backtrack. It's what happens when you make a little mistake, but it's easy to fix. It's just wasting a little bit of fuel and a lot of time getting everything reset, though. Not the end of the world. And I should have set my timer for this, and I didn't, so I don't make this too long. Once I get up here to the garage, or the farm right there, I will hook up to that trailer, and I'll stop for just a minute, and I'll set my timer for 40 minutes, so I'll keep this video so it's not too terribly long. I'll refuel after I hook up to that of the trailer. I didn't read ahead of my notes before I went. I got a little too antsy and jumped the gun a little bit, so I went back, reread my notes, and realized where I goofed up, and I'm gonna go fix it. Not too bad. Alright, let me shut that engine off real quick. I'm gonna set my timer for 40 minutes. Get started again here. 40 minutes. There we go. That will give me a reminder so I don't make this video too terribly long. Park and brake off, dummy. Yeah, this goes against my always be hauling thing and no backtracking, and I said it's not the end of the world. We'll go get these two trucks back to town storage and get them set up. So the falling power lines, we need metal beams, and we need 2 concrete blocks. The mountain bridge, same thing, metal beams, 2 concrete blocks, and then the rock slide over there, we need 2 service spare parts. So we're gonna get these trucks back to town storage, and we're gonna load the trailers the way we need them for those 3. I think they're all, yeah, those are all tasks. They're not contracts, they're tasks. somewhere out here over in this flooded area is also a pump that we have to, there it is, I see it over there. We have to visit that at some time. It's for that drainage task. But we'll do that with the P16 sometime way down the road. We're not gonna try going through that swamp with these trucks. We'll get the P16 at some point, and that pump is easy to get to. That P16 goes through that swamp really well. So if you remember earlier, I towed this service trailer here, and after we get the fallen power lines, the bridge, the roadblock over there, we're going to take that trailer along with us, and we're going to get us another truck, because over in that direction is that C70 Kodiak that's buried in, or that's sunk in the pond, and that truck is going to be our log crane truck. We're going to repair it enough to get it back to the garage, put the log crane on it, we'll drive it over to the log station, and it's just going to be parked there and stay there. And that way, doing it this way, with keeping all these starter trucks, we don't have to keep driving back and forth to the garage to reconfigure stuff when we switch from one contract to another. Because if you sell all these trucks and then you try doing this with just a couple of trucks, then you have to keep going back and reconfiguring your trucks, and that wastes a lot of time and energy. And if we keep all of these starter trucks that we get in Michigan, and we can do that, we can set up a dedicated truck that's only purpose is to load logs, or we can set up like the GMC's dedicated as a semi truck to pull the semi trailer. And it's got the light crane on it for loading cargo. This truck is just a dedicated flatbed truck, and as you can see, I use it to tow the GMC quite a bit. I'm just going to tow this GMC back to this fuel station, or back to here where I can turn it around in there. Back to town. And once we get that Kodiak and get the crane on it, I'm going to set the GMC up to haul the long logs, and I'm going to show you how to haul those long logs with the GMC to prove to you that these highway trucks are a lot better than you've been told they are. This truck is really a pretty capable truck. What you got to remember, weight is traction, so if you keep weight on those two drive axles right there, this truck will haul quite a bit. It'll go through some mud. It won't go through some seriously deep mud, but it'll go through some mud. And I've said it many times, I'll say it again, we're gonna finish Michigan with these trucks, put these highway tires on them, and really not too bad. We're gonna do more with less. We're gonna save our money. By the time we get done with Michigan, we'll have lots of money in the bank. We'll have these 8 trucks. At the end of Michigan, we will do some upgrading. We'll maybe do some engines and winches, and I'm not sure yet. We're a long way away from that yet. So what I'm gonna do is up there on the road, you see that one trailer that I left there. I'm gonna pull this up. I'm gonna drop this trailer. I'm gonna switch into that GMC, and I'm gonna unload some of the things off of it, and just set it on these trailers, so that it's here. At some point, we'll come back and use these for whatever contracts we need them for as they come up. Oh, this flatbed trailer has 3 service spare parts. It has 1 pallet of bricks on it, and it has 1 vehicle spare parts on it. So what I'm gonna do, that trailer on the left there already has bricks on it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put 2 bricks on that one. The other trailer on the other side, I'll put something over there, I don't know what yet. We gotta unpack this cargo. My primary concern right now is getting... Alright, dummy. Detach the trailer. My primary concern at the moment is reconfiguring the loads on this trailer and on the Fleet Star, so we can get up there and do those contracts that I was just talking about. And apparently I didn't really do a very good job of setting this up, so we'll make it work. Okay, train mode. Alright. Set this here for the moment. Set this over here. This is the vehicle spare parts. I'm just gonna put that on the front. Doesn't really matter. I just want something on the front of this trailer for ballast weight. Weight is traction. Always remember that, weight is traction. The hit the right button, you'll get the right result. There it is. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the rear of this trailer, and I'm going to put the freight on it that we're going to unload first, because when you unload the cargo, it always comes off the back. So I'm going to put a steel beam on the very back, because it's going to be the first thing we unload. And then I'm going to put the service spare parts in the middle, and then I'll just put that vehicle spare parts on the front, because we don't need that for quite some time. And that'll just give us, that'll be our weight for traction. Yeah, I'm having some severe control issues here, which is normal for me. Catch trailer, stop engine. The truck's not moving, stop the engine. Okay, pack those cargo. Oops, I forgot to do something. That's not right. Enough to do. I need to put another service spare part on here. We need 2 service spare parts, and we need the steel beam on the back. Oh, I'll put this service spare part back here, and this crane won't reach that far, so I'll just put this one on top of it. Put this one right there. Up engine, store the crane. Neat little trick. We'll unpack it, repack the cargo, and it puts it right where we need it. So we're gonna take this over. We're gonna put another steel beam on the back here. And I really didn't need to I don't need to do any. What did I just do? Oh, I turned on the wrong street. I don't really need to do anything with the Fleet Star because we're gonna use those steel beams that's on it already. I just needed to go get that other trailer to unload the cargo off of this flatbed to put onto there. Oh. I was going the right way. Ooh, ooh. I ran into Matilda back there. I'm not supposed to do that. There's town storage. I'll pull this trailer through here a little ways, and then I'll detach it and get to where I can grab those steel beams and load them on the back of the trailer. Because this little crane won't reach from the front of the trailer all the way to the back. Okay, loading platform. There we go. Remember, the crane always opens up to the passenger side, so if you think to pull in the direction to where it'll put you that to where the crane opens up on the correct side. Not that big a deal, but just a little convenient. Like I should have stayed back just a little bit. Alright. Back up a little bit here. I didn't pull the trailer up far enough, so. We'll get it done here. This is what I get for not reading my notes and doing it the right way the first time. Do it right the first time, you don't have to do it a second time. So I'm doing it a second time because I didn't do it right the first time. That'll work. There we go. Stop engine, save that fuel. Even though it's just for a brief second. Oh no. Don't do that. I cry every time Matilda takes 1 point of damage. It hurts my feelings. That's the trailer. Okay. So we got all of our cargo packed on there. Now we're ready to get some stuff done. As you can see, we're running a little bit low on fuel here. I mean, we're not running out of fuel is not really imminent, but we're gonna head back and we're gonna get some fuel in this truck. I like to run trucks in tandem, so we're going to tow the GMC with the Fleet Star, running both trucks in tandem. Now we've got everything we need, almost everything we need to do to complete those three tasks. We're going to repair the power lines. We need concrete blocks for the power lines, and as you see, we don't have any. But if you've played this game before, you know that there's a ramped flatbed trailer over there near where we found the fuel trailer earlier in another trailer park that has 4 concrete blocks on it, and we need a total of 4. We need 2 for the power lines, and we need 2 for the mountain bridge. So that'll give us everything we need to complete those 3 tasks, and then it'll put us headed in the right direction to do some other tasks over there. There's the missing machinery, that's over in that direction. And then there's drilling crates or something, I don't remember what it's called, but I know we have to, there's like 5 pallets of things that are scattered about over there on the mountains that we have to pick up and deliver. And that'll be 2 more things that we get done, and we're heading in that direction. So always plan ahead. Know what you're gonna do 5 steps ahead. Plan 5 steps ahead, and then you'll always be hauling, you'll always be getting things done. You'll be collecting XP points, you'll be earning money. So when we do eventually start upgrading these trucks, we'll have money to be able to do that. Michigan is just the prettiest section in this whole game. The fall colors in Michigan are just vibrant. Aesthetically, this is the most pleasant section in the whole game. Pardon me. So right here at this intersection, I'm gonna, well, no, I'm not. I gotta go over and get, yeah, I'm just gonna leave the GMC right there. It's getting low on fuel. I'm gonna go grab this fuel trailer and bring it over here and leave it at that intersection. Normally I just leave it up here at this trailer park, but I'm gonna throw it up here so it's close and convenient. And that gets it closer to town, because eventually we have to deliver this trailer to town storage. It's part of the, I don't remember which contract. I don't know if it's the Essentials or don't remember which contract it is, but eventually it has to be delivered to town storage, so it'd still be in a convenient spot for us to refuel from it, and it'll be that much closer to town storage. So I think what I will do, there it is. And if you look through the trees there, you see there's that ramped flatbed. It has, well, actually, let me go get that fuel trailer and bring it over here. If I pull that out now, I'll just have to mess around again. So I'm gonna go grab the fuel trailer. I'm gonna park it here in the road. I'm gonna go in the trailer park there, grab the ramp flatbed, winch this fuel trailer behind the ramp flatbed, go back over to the GMC, and then we'll continue our journey with full fuel tanks and everything we need to finish those tasks that we're working on right now. Trailer. One thing about having this steel beams on here, well, a couple things. I mean, obviously we're getting closer to the task, not contract, but this steel beams on here gives us the traction we need. There's Another 30 XP points. If we didn't have the steel beams on here, we would struggle to get this trailer out of here because we would not have traction. Weight is traction, so these steel beams give us the traction we need to get this trailer out of here with the highway tires on this truck. And hopefully my rambling talking isn't boring you too much. But that's the reason I do the things that I do. Always hauling, always planning ahead. Always talking and being boring. Trying to be informative. I know a lot of people are struggling with this hard mode, and hopefully this helps. I've talked to people that have said they've tried the hard mode and they've restarted 10, 20, 30 times because they've never been able to get through it. But if you follow along with this and do it pretty much the way I'm doing it, you will get through here. Once you get through Michigan, as long as you're doing it the way I'm saying and not spending all your money on stuff, you'll have enough money to continue the rest of the game. But you got to get through Michigan, and the best way to do that is to just conserve all your money right now, and then don't sell these trucks. Don't sell a truck for $20,000 and then try to buy a truck for $100,000. It's just not feasible. You will not get far at all doing that. And having 8 mediocre trucks is better than having one really good truck. 1 or 2. So you can configure the trucks differently for specific tasks, and then yeah, the Fleet Star is not the most powerful truck in the game, but it does really well. The GMC, same thing. It's not the most powerful truck in the game, but you can actually accomplish a lot with this truck. Okay, so I'm gonna have to detach that trailer so I can go back and get fuel. I can't get to it otherwise, but that's a convenient spot for that trailer. We'll be able to drive past it and get fuel anytime we need it. We'll be able to fuel this truck, fuel up the GMC, and then we're ready to do a lot of things. Because we got a lot of stuff to do on this road. And I don't know if you remember earlier, I left the Chevrolet pickup and I left the Scout 800 with the roof rack on it in the direction that we're headed over here. So if we do have problems, we have a couple of rescue vehicles over there if we need them. Primarily that Scout with the fuel on it, but yeah, see, at only 90 liters of fuel left in here, we're not going to get very far, but alright, we're reconfigured the way we need to be. We're at the spot we need to be. We got lots of fuel. let's go get some stuff done. So we want to unload the trailers from the back to the front, because if you unload them front to back, you're taking your weight off your drive axles and then you're losing your traction. So what I'm going to do here, I got those steel beams on the rear of this trailer, and we need a steel beam right here. I'm going to pull this right up here. And we're going to unload the steel beams off the back of this trailer first. There's cargo. Steel beams, or metal beams, and 2 concrete blocks. Alright, there's our steel beams. We'll switch trucks. Look at that. We got our weight off the back and it's still on the front. We just got 200 XP. We got, does that say $1,550? Don't have my glasses on, so. Alright, we continue up the road, and then the steel beams and the concrete blocks left on this trailer will complete the mountain bridge, and then we can drive the GMC over to the rock slide and complete that. So, a little bit of prior planning and you can get a lot of stuff done in a short amount of time. And conserving your fuel in the process. Once we get over here, I'll have to read my notes again and see what's next on the. Oh, what did I just do? That's one bad thing about trying to. Yeah, that's what happened because I've got this ramped flatbed on here. I'm stretched out way too long. Yeah, I'll just drive them up there separately for the moment, since I just did so much damage to that truck, and that just really hurts my feelings. But actually, almost damaged this one. This spot right here, and we'll be alright. We got weight on there. This spot right here tends to be a little bit slippery because we're going uphill and it's wet and muddy. But weight is traction, so we have weight on the drive tires on the GMC with those, what do we put, the vehicle spare parts on the front, and we removed the steel beams off the back, so all the weight's on the front of that trailer, which gives us traction. Alright, push the right buttons, that means you get the right results. The GMC we'll probably have to winch up this hill, which is no big deal. Oh, and up to the left here where these street lights are, there's another fuel station up here, which is not really important, but that giant fuel trailer up here is extremely important to us. And going down that way takes you back to the farm. So we're right here. We don't really need to, but this is right here is one of the. You have to deliver something here for one of the contracts with that. That's the missing oil tank. So eventually we have to. There's another fuel tanker that we have to bring there. And this huge pet peeve. 5,000 liters of fuel, baloney, that's a 15,000 gallon tank, so. 28 liters, not a lot of fuel, but it does extend our range just a little bit, so. And that missing machinery that's active up there in the corner, we're headed towards that. Once we get the bridge repaired and the rock slide up here repaired, and we can continue on up to where the factory where we have to deliver that giant fuel trailer there is up in this corner up here in the direction we're going. There's the missing machinery and the local entertainment's up there. I don't remember what else up there. There's the giant construction trailer that we have to deliver to the drilling site is at that factory. So I know I mentioned this earlier. This is way down the road. We'll get the International TranStar 4070 cab over. We're going to bring that to this fuel station, and we're going to deliver that giant fuel trailer with it. And we'll leave it there, and eventually we will deliver the giant construction trailer down to the drilling site with that International. I know people don't think it can be done. Everybody says that truck's a piece of crap and you gotta sell it, but you don't. So. No. What? Oh, start tracking. I didn't track it. Okay. There we go. Alright, where you at? Metal beams. There's our metal beams. And this one you have to do in a specific order. You have to deliver the beams first, and then the concrete blocks. If you try bringing the concrete blocks up here first, it won't let you unload them because you have to actually... Oh, look at that. We're at level 4 now. We just got, what was that, 260 XP and $1,800, so where are we at now? Okay, so we got 130 XP. Our next level 5 is 1200 XP. We have $15,800. We're gonna need all that money because eventually, not too far down the road, we're going to we have to have a logging crane. Uh-oh. Ooh, no, there's where I did damage. Look at that. Ow. Alright. I'm gonna have to... That happens sometimes when you try running too long of a train of trucks and trailers. Tow this back off there and hopefully not flip it over. As after we get the Kodiak, that's not close enough. One of the things that we absolutely have to spend money on is we have to get the log cradle for a truck, and we're going to put that on this truck. And then we have to have the long log trailer, and we have to have the log loading crane. I don't remember how much money we need for that. I think it's like $12,000 or $15,000. So right now we probably have enough to buy the equipment for that. That's our next priority that we have to spend money on. We're still a ways away from that too. I'm just planning ahead. Oh, look at this. We got us a highway truck. We got highway tires on it. We got no diff lock. We got no all-wheel drive. We're going to get this load delivered, but we're going to have to winch a little bit. Perfect. What? Why didn't you attach? Alright. There you go. Knew we were going to have to winch here a little bit. Not too big of a deal. As long as we get up the hill, that's all that matters. There we go. As long as we can reach the telephone poles, we're doing good. That's not the one we want. Oh, there we go. And a little bit about my day. I've said it before, I drive a truck for a living. So I started about 7 o'clock this morning. I loaded in Denver, Colorado. Drove out to Rifle, Colorado. Unloaded and reloaded out there, and then drove back to Denver. And as soon as I got back to Denver, I turned on the PlayStation and started driving a cartoon truck. Okay, so far we've used 30. We're gonna top this one off and extend our range. Stop the engine because there's no point in burning fuel while you're refueling. So we'll get these. Oh, there goes my timer. I'm gonna go ahead and get up here to this roadblock, complete that, clear that rock slide, and then we'll end this video, this episode 8. And if you find these videos helpful, educational, entertaining, anything, whatever, if you just think I'm an asshole, please subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up, comment if you have any comments, good or bad, doesn't matter. Ring that bell if you want to get any notifications for future videos. As soon as I get done with this one, get it uploaded, I'm going to start episode 9, so there you are. There's it. No, that's the icon for loading stuff over there. Oh, that's those arrows up there, those icons are the locations of those missing crates that we have to get for the missing machinery. There's the yellow box for the rock slide, roadblock, whichever one it is. There's the rock slide in front of us. Shut the engine off. Let's see what the task is. Okay, this one's the roadblock task. I guess the rock slide was the other one. Okay. Cargo management. 2 service spare parts. 1, 2. Oh, look at that. We got us a nice clear road. 170 XP and $1,600 more dollars. Alright, that's it for episode 8. Join me for episode 9. We'll see you later. Have a good day. Bye. Come on.